Did you handpick Frankie or?
It was funny because I kind of had him in my head. Obviously, Frankie and I are close friends.
Yeah.
And we go back a lot of years. We'd had a couple good matches in TNA, and I've always felt like Frankie was an underutilized guy and never really got his just desserts, and to me, I wanted to have one of those matches where it didn't really matter who won or lost. Both guys came out looking better. And to me, there's also that trust factor there where I knew that if he knew that this match against me, he'd be extra motivated. It motivated me also, obviously, for the reasons of coming back after not having a match for over 7 years. I was instantly motivated, but then, wanting to step up and not let anybody down and to prove Tony that, listen, like, I'll get to it in a second, but I had Frankie forefront in my mind. And when I called Tony and I said, and we talked about it, I was like, I'm talking about outworking everyone. The work's got to start here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's right.
So we decided that we would do something to set the match up, and then we'd have the match to gain a little interest in it. And the first person that he said was, what do you think about Frankie Kazarian? And I was like, I was thinking that too. Obviously, we had batted a couple other names, and then it came back to Frankie, and then I let it marinate for a couple days, and I texted him. I said, you were right from the start. He's the guy.
Yeah.
And he just sent me back like a heart, like
he's a
response.
big heart guy.
Yeah. So
remember when Vince would type back K or check CK check? Tony does the heart.
Yeah. So, and then I didn't even talk to Frankie in between. I showed up that day and it was on.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. But after the match, it was very emotional for me. To do that match, like there's a lot of emotion. Like, shit, am I really doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then I but then I start going back to all the time of uncertainty, and even just knowing that my health was good was important for me.
Sure. That's important.
Let's put the getting back in the ring to the side. That I was going to be healthy for my life was a huge revelation as well. It was great. It was awesome to hear that. And so getting the physical transformation to get back into my body right, and then being able to step in there and have this match, a real match, a long match, and a competitive match. And I'm my own worst critic, so I won't say anything more about it than that. But I remember going back and just having these emotions, people coming up saying congratulations, and it was very cool to have everybody kind of say their piece after. And Tony was sitting there, and he was the first person that was waiting for me when I came back through the curtain. But then I doubled back to him, and I just kind of said to him quietly, I said, Tony, you signed me basically sight unseen.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much that means to me and how hard I will work for you going forward because of that, of the chance you took on me. And he got up and he hugged me, and that was it. And that was it. So
it's what I was really proud of, and I've been I never stopped, right? So I morphed my style using stuff that I learned 90s, 2000s to what's going on now, right? And you didn't do that because you haven't been around for 7 years, but your style, which, obviously you could, I loved because nobody wrestles like you on our show. And that's important. Like, you didn't have that 7-year period where you're still thinking like the guys do now. And I combine the two, which works. But I love just watching this going, this is great. No dives, not a lot of high spots, but just great wrestling match. Like, that's something I think, like, you bring that to the table because you're almost like a time traveler, and you understand what I mean, not like in a outdated way. Your style from, let's say, 2014, from 94 to 14, fits in so great in 2021 because nobody does it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like I could do the things that are.
Of course you could.
And I will. But
your style from that makes it completely different, which is another reason why it's perfect for our show, because we do kind of have a buffet of styles.
Right. Yeah, and I think that like my style is, and especially at this stage in my career in life, and sitting back and having the luxury of watching how everything goes at this point for 7 years. I watch everything. I'm still a fan.
Yeah.
I watch AEW religiously. I watch WWE. I watch everything. So for me, we're going to lock up. That lockup is going to mean something.
Yeah.
And it's going to go from there.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to be wasted. Everything is going to mean something, and that's the mindset that I have, and that's what I'm going to carry with me. And like I said, if it's something as simple as a lockup, that lockup's going to mean a whole lot.
But isn't that the way it used to be? That's the way we were trained. The lockup is everything.
Right.
The lockup is the most important part of the match.
Yeah, because you're getting them hooked right there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is real. This is legit. These guys mean business.